Yeah, alright. Can't stop
Hey,
alright.
come on. Sucks, I'm so bad.
What is she doing?
She's beginning to believe.
Hey guys, and welcome back to a new iRacing video. In the first 3 parts of my iRacing journey series, you saw me get out of rookies, you saw me get to 1500 iRating and getting my first win, and I set my next goal of reaching 2000 iRating. But if you've watched the videos, you'll know that I still have a long way to go, and there are 2 main things that I need to be working on. First is the pace, and second is the racecraft. And I am super excited for this new video because this is going to be the first one since the release of the M2CS Racing and the refresh of the debris system. And that promises some exciting racing. As you may know, I drive an M2 competition in real life and I absolutely love it. So you can imagine how excited I was for this release. While the MX-5 is a very fun car, it can be tricky, and the M2 CSR definitely matches my driving style a lot better. It's planted, predictable, and has some good torque, so it doesn't leave you frustrated when you hit the throttle. So this week we are racing at Okayama, a track that I have never driven before. So here's the deal, if I want to perform well and keep increasing my iRating, I can't just jump into races and hope for the best. My goal is to get my pace consistent before the real battles begin. And of course, improve my racecraft because let's be honest, I'm still making way too many mistakes in races and I really need to do better. But for now, I really need to focus on pace, so let's break it down and see what I can do. After a short flight to southwest Japan, we arrive at Okayama International Circuit. It may not be as famous as Suzuka or Fuji, but don't let that fool you. This 2.3 mile, 11-turn track is tricky, with lots of elevation changes and several technical corners that can ruin your lap if you get them wrong. Ah, dang it. In particular, I've been having trouble with turn 6 in my practice sessions. I'm going to need to practice this turn a lot before I can get into any official races. This layout offers multiple overtaking opportunities into turn 1, turn 4, turn 5 and turn 8. Track temps are relatively cool this week, hovering around 26 degrees Celsius, so it shouldn't be too slippery out there. With it being an all-new track and an all-new car for me, I'm going to have to put extra time into practice before I jump into races. Learning a new track is always a mix of fun and frustration. Part of the fun for me is that first ever drive, going out there with no references at all and just seeing how much I can improve on my own, but making sure not to do too many laps that I start to develop bad habits or learn a line that's not optimal. I get a feel for the corners, braking zones, and key reference points. And yeah, this part can be rough. I might completely overshoot a braking point or get the line all wrong. Not to mention having my fair share of spins, more spins, and crashes. After a while though, I started to feel like I was getting the hang of Okayama. My initial laps were in the 144s and I quickly brought that down to 142.7 and was on the way to a much better lap on this one right here. With the delta as green as can be, I take a full half second off my best and do a 142.2 with a theoretical best of 142.0. So far, I'm enjoying this track car combination and I am definitely feeling more comfortable with the M2 CSR than I was with the MX-5. I feel like I'm not doing too bad, but it's my first time on this track and I'm not sure what lap times will be needed to be competitive. I'm about to get a surprise. One thing that I like to do before I go into real races is check the lap times of other drivers that are at a similar iRating as mine. To be competitive, I want to make sure that I can at least match their times, but ideally I would like to beat them. As you've seen, I'm in the low 142s right now, so let's see where that puts me against other drivers. Okay, so I need to find a race that already happened that was in a similar strength of field that I am in. It is the first time that I'm driving really the M2 CSR and first time on this track, so I don't really know what to expect honestly. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, so here's one. The strength of field is 15:14, so that's perfect. And let's see the times. The best lap is oh wow, it's a 140.174. It's almost 2 seconds of my time. Definitely, I'm definitely further away than I expected. That's not good. So if I look at the 1500 iRatings, it's actually more in the 40.8, 6, 41. There's still some good laps there. So I definitely have a lot of work to do. I think I'm not pushing that car enough. I honestly didn't think that there was so much room for improvement. So I definitely need to get to work. With almost 2 seconds of lap time to find, it was time to implement the next steps of my process. Now that I have a grasp of the track, I scour YouTube for track guides to expedite finding the right braking points and fastest line. After a couple more sessions, I feel like I have the racing line down decently enough. Now, I need to focus more on my inputs. I need to trail brake better. I need to use the inside curbs more to help rotate the car. I need to realize that I can jump a lot of the curb on turn 10, but not too much or I get a slowdown. I need to barely tap the brakes for turn 2 to promote a smoother and faster exit, gaining momentum for the straight that follows. All of these small things add up and I start getting a tenth here, a tenth there, and a few more tenths there until my lap times get better and better and better. As I mentioned earlier, turn 6 was one turn I've especially been having trouble with. I just didn't have a great reference of when to turn in and how much brake to use before doing so. I would either turn in too late, hold the brake too long that sent me wide, be too late on the brakes altogether, or just be going too fast. It wasn't until I messed up the previous turn that forced me to turn in earlier, making me hit the inside curb, that made me realize I really need to be aiming for that curb every single time. A combination of less brake and simply turning in earlier was all I needed. With turn 6 improved, I start pushing myself a bit more and I am able to do one of the best laps of the week. Here we are on the front straight of Okayama. The M2 CSR will reach speeds just over 200 km per hour before hitting the brakes around the 100-meter board for turn 1, aptly named first corner. I aim for the inside red and white curve before managing wheel spin and quickly darting to the right to set up the turn 2 entry, which requires just a tap of the brakes and smooth steering to get the car to turn in. Getting to 100% throttle fast is essential as it leads to a flat-out run to turn 4, a potential passing zone. I brake around the 75-meter board and again, I'm aiming to catch some of the inside curb on entry, which I just missed here. I found that by keeping a tight line here allows you to get to full throttle faster with less wheel spin. That turn is so important because the back straight is next and we need the best possible exit to set up potential passes into the turn 5 hairpin. Braking just before the 100-meter board, it feels like you're on the brakes forever before you reach the actual turn. The inside curb again helps the car rotate and it's time to tackle turn 6, my arch nemesis. I used too much brake, but I turned in early enough to make it work. Still, I left a lot on the table there. Using all of the curbs in this section is critical for lap time. If you get a bad exit out of 7, you leave yourself exposed for turn 8 as passes are effective both on the inside or outside line. I stay in the middle of the track to attack turn 9, again hugging the inside curb before moving left to open up the turn 10 downhill right-hander as much as possible. The last corner has a bit of an awkward apex and you need to turn in earlier than you think. It's back to full throttle as soon as you can reach it and we're back on the front straight for another lap. As you can tell from my reaction, I was pretty happy with that lap. But then again,
we're talking about practice, man.
I do another 140.1 a couple laps later and start shifting my focus to lap-to-lap consistency. While I don't think I can reliably do 140.1s every lap, I could do 140.5s consistently, and that gave me enough confidence to know I am ready for real races. Alright, first race in the M2, and I am about to qualify now. I have a disappointing qualifying session, finishing with a 140.7. Surprisingly though, it was still good enough for P2. Could have done much better. That's definitely not my best times, but I'm definitely stressed out, as you can see by my heart rate. First is 40.5, so I'm not too far, and that's definitely time that I could have beat, so I should be same level, if not better than first place, so we'll try to do good during the race. One of the main problems for me is losing positions at the start of the race. P3 gets an awesome start of the line and makes a good pass on my outside, which I'm not even mad about. What I am mad about though is that having him there completely throws me off and I go really wide. Luckily, I don't lose any more positions. As usual, losing a place at the start, but come on. I was expecting the first race of the week to not be amazing, but this is definitely worse than I imagined. I have some side damage, but it's not that bad. I'm going to try to erase that near disaster from my mind and continue on. Okay, stop it right there. I gave up that position way too easily. I need to defend better. Let's see what I could have done differently. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Why did I leave that door open like that? Look at how much time I had to move to the inside and protect the inside line. All that time and I'm just there doing nothing. That is definitely a weakness of mine. I need to defend better. I need to be more aggressive in general in my defense, and that's, I know, not an excuse, but that was the first race and I actually had forgotten to change the sound of the spotter, so I did not have anything in my ears. I was really worried of, you know, touching other people's and stuff like that, so I was extra careful. It's probably part of the reason why I didn't want to move around much, but clearly I've done that before and I keep doing it, and it's something that I really need to work on and that I want to improve moving forward. Okay, we're on. I know I have the pace to catch these guys up, it's just a matter of if I can get my stress level under control. Oof, that wheel spin came at a bad time. I would have had a good run on the black car if it weren't for that. We're coming up on lap 3 now and I'm holding my own. I know I'm faster than the black car ahead and I'm not too worried about P6 behind. I'm going to try to keep consistent and see what happens. Free from the pressure behind me, I start to focus on applying more pressure of my own to P4 ahead. He stays on the brakes and turns in way later than normal, and I almost hit him. Another close call. This is either going to be the most perfectly timed rejoin in the history of rejoins, or my luck's about to run out. That was close. We're coming up on 1 lap to go and he continues to make small mistakes, but I haven't been able to capitalize on any of them, leaving me frustrated. I've lost patience, and it leads me to doing something really out of character. Oh, dang it. Ah! Dang it, why didn't I was patient? So dumb. Ah. Sucks. Okay, still got some iRATING, 24 points, so that's not too bad, even though I should have been doing a lot better. Okay, next race. Let's try to qualify better this time.
Flag, green flag.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Even with that mistake, I do 140.4, my best time yet for a first lap qualifying run. Ah, dang it. Well, thankfully, first one wasn't bad. 140.4. Oh, 2 off tracks. Dang. Wow, this lap is horrible.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Let's see where we are. Results. Wow, I'm first. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's an opportunity. I better do good. Second and third are right there with me though, so we'll try to not stress, no one in front, so all we have to do is be clean and calm and just take this as a training session and then see what happens. But you can see my heart rate. That's not like a training session. We can do this.
Green flag, green flag.
Turn 1 couldn't have been worse. I lose 2 positions straight away. I really don't know what I was doing there.
Okay, on the left, clear on the right.
Playing it too safe as usual. Okay, we're not on cool tires anymore, so let's get some good laps in. After my terrible start, I'm still in a good position and I'm closing in on the leaders. I'm feeling pretty good, but then...
No. Wait. Wait.
Slow down. You got a
Oh
penalty for cutting the
no,
course.
dang it! It's after this slowdown that the race starts to devolve for me. On the next lap, I have to brake to avoid hitting the black car, screwing up turn 4 and losing 2 positions in one go. Telling myself to be more aggressive, on lap 6 I go for a pass at the hairpin,
Clear on the left.
which almost ends in disaster. I was even having trouble capitalizing on other people's mistakes. Every time it seemed like I would have a chance to pass, there was just nowhere for me to go. Oh gosh.
Car on your left.
It was just one of those races, I guess.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Oh gosh, one more lap. No. Oh, that sucks.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The leader just did a 43.1.
Even after all that, I'm still in the lead pack and I can see P1 up the road, only about 2.5 seconds away. I'm hoping for something to happen in front of me that can give me a chance to recover some positions. But that never happens. Oof, that was close. Sucks, I'm so bad. I do 140.5 on my first qualifying lap, but invalidate the second. That's good enough for P3 on the grid.
Nice to see a girl on the grid.
I better not crash into him.
Everyone's gridded.
We're ready to go.
Green. You're on the left, 3 wide.
Hey.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear all around. Clear on the right.
Another freaking crazy start for me. And it's about to get crazier.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, they're all crashing into each other.
Still there. Keep to the left.
What
Clear
the
off.
f is happening?
2 wide. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Go right.
Man, I can't believe this. Another race screwed by Egypt.
Okay, we avoided the nightmare. Towards the end of lap 2, I get into a battle with P2 and P4.
Left side.
P2 almost loses it and I get my elbows out to hold off P4 behind.
Clear on the left.
Finally, I'm playing a little bit of defense and I'm maintaining my position. Damage limitation there. Okay, stay clean. Can do that.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 40.621. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 40.442. Car right. Car stop on the
Hey,
right.
come on, dive bomb,
Still there,
bro.
hold your line. Clear. You got a slow car on the left.
I've had contact with this purple car twice now. I don't want to risk anything else. I brake early and just let him go. We're coming up on lap 6 now. I'm comfortably in 4th, but the last corner is about to claim a victim.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stops on the right. Go left. There's
What
an incident
the-
ahead. The car in C1 just set the fastest lap. 40.278. New fastest lap for you.
Now we just gotta stay clean until the end. 3rd is where I started, so let's hope we can stay here.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Last lap, come on. Just 1 lap to go. P4 has been slowly catching and P2 ahead is making more mistakes. This could get spicy at the end.
Car on your left. Clear. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear.
Oh gosh, this guy is so close now.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
that was close.
40.159. There's the flag. It's
That
over.
was close. That was a good race.
Great job. You did really well.
Let's see the results. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Yes. Plus 60 iRATING. Wow. That was a good one. Alright guys, clearly this wasn't my finest hour on iRacing, but I promised to share my entire journey, so I knew that would come with some good and some bad. But thankfully I was able to still win some iRATING. So across the 5 races that I did this week, I gained almost 100 points. So I'm still on my way to my goal of 2000 iRATING. This week has really opened my eyes on my weaknesses, and I know what I'm going to be working on next. I'm going to spend more time on my racecraft and just getting more comfortable racing against others. So hopefully I'm going to be able to spend more time actually racing rather than just training. And I'm going to come up with a new plan when it comes to my training to make sure that I can accelerate the process and spend more time actually doing races. Anyways, I hope you still enjoyed watching the video. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see next, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to upload these videos more often, so if you don't want to miss any, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and please give this video a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.